I think it was great to see our fans out there, right? It was a fantastic turnout. Obviously we had the event with the middle school, which incidentally my kids go to, so it's cool to see them there. Obviously they're there all the time, but some of their friends, and there's great enthusiasm in the gym with the bands and the cheer teams and things like that. So to see the community come out and support us is awesome, and I think the more that we can be a part of the fabric of this place and really welcome them into our program with open arms. Hopefully we see more nights like tonight, and I think with the atrium being open, it adds to the environment even more. So really cool first night for our guys as far as a home and crowd or home environment. Hope to see a lot more of that moving forward.
Coach, tell me about some standout players that you saw on the court tonight.
Yeah, I thought we had a lot of guys that were really, really diligent about playing the right way and playing with energy and enthusiasm. Oftentimes you have a team like a Southwestern Adventist that's working their behinds off, but they're undersized and they're having long road trips. I think they're going to Arkansas after this and on a bus and all that kind of stuff. So they're really up against it. I think the biggest challenge for us in this situation is just to play the right way and play with enthusiasm and play with effort. Don't get caught up in the score. Don't get caught up in the fans or chasing numbers or things like that. So I thought we had a few guys that did that at a high level. I thought Marvin was really, really good at it as far as being diligent and disciplined defensively. Jalen Washington was terrific tonight. Corey Cotton did some great things. Dane did some great things on the glass. So I think a lot of guys really showed up and played the right way and helped us and helped themselves.
How do you feel like this win is going to help y'all go back on the road for the next 3 games?
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I think it's just another great opportunity for us to recognize what helps us win, and it doesn't really matter what the opponent is, right? If we play with connectivity and effort and toughness, it doesn't matter if it's Southwestern Adventist or if it's Boise on the road, Missouri State, Illinois coming up. Like, those things travel, right? Those things lead to winning, and that's game-winning plays, and that's game-winning approach, and that just has to be part of the fabric of how we approach games, right? So hopefully this helps reinforce that. Hopefully this helps establish that in their minds and in their psyches, and make that a little bit more second nature for us, and give us a little bit more confidence moving forward.
You have any questions? All right, Coach. 28 assists on 37 makes. Talk about that ball movement and what you saw offensively.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the guys. I think that goes back to what I was saying before, where I thought our approach was right tonight, right? And I said to the guys in the locker room, like, I'm really, really proud of you. I'm really proud of the way that we took this game on. I think it was a really professional manner with how we stepped onto the floor tonight and went about it the right way and went about making aggressive plays for our teammates and not chasing numbers and stats, which is easy to do in games like this. And I was really proud of our guys for going about this in the correct manner. So I think when you can have 28 assists on that many field goal makes and only 7 turnovers, that kind of speaks to our guys and what they found to be important in this game. And like I said, really proud of it.
Coach,
Go ahead.
Coach, going back on the road these next 3 games, I mean, what was it like for you? Your first 3 games on the road to start off the season. How do y'all kind of get in that mentality of, okay, we're doing good, we're on the road, we have another 3 games, but let's just keep it going. Let's keep the momentum moving.
Yeah, I think there's just no rest for the weary. I think the caliber of our opponents make it so, right? I think when you play, Baylor on the road, and then Southern Utah is a WAC team on the road, was really, really talented, and then you go on the road again in another state at Boise. Fortunately, we have a game like this in front of our home crowd, but then to do it with the caliber of opponents that we have again with Missouri State and Illinois and Stephen F. Austin, like, I think it makes my job a little bit easier, right? Where it's like, fellas, we got to show up. We got to go at a really high level and compete at a really high level, to make this the kind of a road trip that we want it to be. We really try to take on the moniker and the mantra of being road warriors, right? Embracing this challenge, embracing, all the adversity and the hard things that come with playing really high caliber opponents on the road. So I think if our guys continue to take that on and take that seriously, which they have thus far, I feel really good about it. I think this is a fun challenge for us. The conference slate is just as challenging, man, so I think this does nothing but prepare us.
It's your second home opener as head coach here at UTRGV. What do you love the most about this team and what they've continued to show you each game?
Yeah, I think this is a team, and I've alluded to it earlier with not just their approach to this game, but I think this is a team that by and large really wants the guy next to them to be successful. And I know that sounds like a small thing, but it really is no small thing these days. And I think the way that our guys are competing like crazy, it's a really competitive group, and we're starting to pivot from competing with each other for opportunities on the floor and game time and minutes and things like that to starting to compete collectively UTRGV versus our opponents. And when we again, double down on that idea and that concept of toughness wins and playing hard wins and doing it for the course of 40 minutes, that wins. I love coaching this group, right? Because they're unselfish, they're really good kids, they're coachable, they want to do the right things. So it's been a pleasure thus far. Now we just really got to conquer that last hurdle of doing hard things for 40 minutes.